Everyone, si Norlin Oligo Sarma ulit ito. I'm a licensed immigration consultant. I believe that I got the chance right now. I got the time to not only to give a non-sugar coated advice sa mga inquiries nyo, but also sa mga to inspire people. I like inspiring people, to be honest. The problem is that pag yung mga tao ini-inspire mo is not even hindi actually sink in sa kanila, then it's unfortunate, sayang, kasi my inspiration to everyone and any one of you is actually a golden inspiration because it's a golden word. The reason behind is that as a I was a former immigrant here in Canada. I've been here since 2001. I came to Canada since 2001, and with all those in experience and also those professional experience that I've gone through, personal man or sa aking career, they are all joined together, and that sum up of me being a licensed immigration consultant. I actually like this profession, not just because I want to make money, but I want to make a difference sa buhay ng tao. But to be honest, everyone, it is not easy to change someone's life. It actually, you have to live your peace. I have to live my peace of mind. I have to get out from my comfort zone para lang makialam sa buhay ng ibang tao. Of course, nakikialam ako sa buhay ng ibang tao because I want them to get their goal, for them to be able to stay in Canada permanently, and also for them to be joined by their family. How many people na yung aking natulungan para nang sa ganon is makasama nila yung kanilang pamilya sa Canada. So anyway, I will be jumping from until I get I lost my battery right now because I only have 20% of battery right now from my phone. Kasi po well, siguro madaming tumatawag. My phone actually is non-stop. Hindi po siya nag-stop. So what I do when I want to take a break, when I want to get out from any kind of disturbance, because I really need that as a human being, I turn off the ring. I leave my phone from my office, and of course I have to take a break. Anyway, marami akong mga messages dito sa aking TikTok, Facebook, at saka I believe also in my YouTube account. But I think I'm thinking of how to actually focus on all those things. I believe that I still try my best to answer everyone, kahit na napakadami. I still try to choose the things that I needed to answer. But second option that you can do is to subscribe. I believe that's an option for you guys. Subscribe on my YouTube account, on my TikTok account. There's a subscription button there na pwede kayong mag-subscribe, kasi napapansin ko, especially even sa Facebook, subscribe there kasi napapansin ko kumbaga yung mga nakasubscribe lang yung nagpa-pop up sa aking screen, then I could be able to see you guys and I could be able to answer your information. Now, if you have subscribed, then send me your phone number, or message me your phone number, then I will try my best to call you and talk to you during the time na I get the chance. Anyway, so okay, eto yung mayroon akong questions dito sa TikTok. Good day po ma'am, may visa po ba for accompanying family member? Lola ko po. Well, always, kung lola mo, that means it's not a family member. Actually, it is already a distant relative. So what you can do is to ask your lola to actually give you the letter of support para makapag-apply ka on your own. The only edge for you is that may magsusupport sa'yo dito to live with her, or to actually provide yung food and board and lodging. So wala pong direct sponsorship sa family class kapag ka lola mo. However, there is another chance, lola mo siya, then maybe you can actually apply for other relative under the family class. Pero pahirapan yon. Making sure na nag-iisa ka lang sa buhay sa Pilipinas, and making sure also na yung lula mo nag-iisa lang dito sa Canada as a resident or as a citizen. I believe it is very, very important right now to not just answer your, yung random questions ninyo. I believe na it is very important to let everybody know that to all people who came here as a tourist visa, dapat ang goal ninyo is to get that sponsorship. Hindi po habang buhay na nagpapa-extend kayo. Yes, you could be able to keep on extending your status as a tourist visa without getting out from the country. But the problem is that when immigration find out na, hey, you came here in Canada as a tourist visa, you came here para sinabi mo noon application temporary lang, but how come you keep on extending? There are two options na gagawin ng immigration. That's why I am in a hurry to everyone to get that sponsorship para nang sa ganun hindi po kayo ma-misrepresent. Now, the option is that get a positive LMIA, get an employer right away. Kasi po, when they find out, two things na pwedeng gawin ng immigration sa inyo is to refuse your tourist visa extension, or second is, the worst is that misrepresentation, then mababar kayo ng 5 years. I don't wanna actually scare people. That's not my intention, and also that is not what I do in here as an immigration consultant. I always want to inspire people. The problem is that kapag ka nakita ng immigration na you actually lied during that time, kasi when you apply, you said temporary lang. Pero bakit ka extend as tourist visa? Now, the only option for you is to get as soon as possible that sponsorship, that LMIA. Kailangan nyo po talaga yon. Presently, I'm speaking, it's August 9, I think, 2024. Kailangan nyo talaga yung sponsorship. Kailangan nyo ma-change yung status nyo bilang isang tourist visa to work permit. And that, how to change, you have to get an LMIA. You need to compromise, everyone. You really need to compromise. It's not all about money, honestly. It is not all about, you have to, whatever things, kung may pera kayo or whatever, kailangan, you have to seek, you have to compromise. Ang dami dyan, when they get their permanent residency, nakakalimutan nila yung mga sacrifices nila, nakakalimutan nila yung opportunity nila to become rich during the temporary situation. But at the end, they become actually better when they get that permanent residency dito sa Canada. Hindi po siya madali. That's why I'm here as a consultant, as a licensee. That's why may mga immigration lawyer. That's why may mga immigration consultant to help you get that process, getting that permanent residency. Hindi po madali, not unless na mag-asawa kayo ng permanent resident or ng citizen. Then they could be able to sponsor you without experience, without English exam. You could be able to get that permanent residency. The problem is that the burden of proof is that sa iyo yon. You have to show that you really have a genuine relationship, and still at the end of the day, magpakasal ka man sa permanent resident or Canadian citizen, still ano pa rin. There's always a process. There's always an immigration process. Okay, so I hope it is clear. I believe these are golden words from someone like me. Again, I don't wanna enforce anybody. I don't wanna control people, and I also don't want to encourage people to be discouraged in Canada. Kasi it is normal. I told everyone na when you come here for the first time or the first year, kahit pa first 2-3 years, it is not easy because of the adjustment. You left your comfort zone, but you came to Canada. You have to be willing to get out from that comfort zone and be what can I say, flexible in everything, yung tulugan man, yung pagkain man, anything. You have to actually sacrifice. And imagine when you get your permanent residency, at the end of the day, hindi na yun mababawi sa'yo, but still maintain your status pa rin kasi may requirement pa rin for you to keep on extending that permanent residency. But eventually, after 2.5 years, if you have been here for more than for at least 6 months to 1 year na temporary resident permit, you can include that. Okay. If you have been here for more than for at least 6 months to 1 year na temporary resident permit, you can include that. Okay. And sometimes at the end of after 2 to 3 months or 5 months even asking for that simple letter of acceptance. Simple letter of acceptance lang yan noon. Sasabihin pa nila na hindi ka daw qualified although naibigay mo lahat yung requirements. It's so unfortunate but it happens. You have to keep on following them up. So be careful when you enroll sa Centennial. Ang hirap makapasok doon, ang hirap makakuha ng letter of acceptance presently, honestly. Yun ang experience namin. But try to go to Seneca. But right now, being a student na nag-change yung rule, I still recommend to everyone na be careful when you apply for a student permit kasi being a student wala pong permanent residency pathway. Ma'am, mag-extend kaya po ang program nila para sa tourist visa na pwede magtrabaho? Hold on, wala namang sinabing tourist visa ka na pwede kang magtrabaho. I believe your question is that mag-i-extend ba yung February 2025 na pwedeng mag-apply ng work permit ang tourist visa inside Canada? I have no idea, but I believe that's what I believe. Hindi na yun i-extend. Work permit ang tourist visa inside Canada. I have no idea, but I believe that's what I believe. Hindi na yun i-extend. The officer, that's what I've been trying because I have an experience na ayaw ibigay yung notice of assessment ng company. I try to connect with the people that I've known na matagal nang nag-a-assess sa aking mga application for LMIA. Then if they accept that, then that's good. And then they will just gonna ask that employer to directly send that notice of assessment to the officer ng Service Canada. The problem is hindi po ganun yung normal process right now. They want it to be complete and then they get the chance to actually put it in a queue dun sa LMIA application. Medyo mahirap po ang application ng LMIA, to be honest. It is not easy. It is more easier sa permanent residency application, more easier sa citizenship application at work permit application. Ang LMIA, you cannot apply for work permit without that LMIA. That is the golden ticket in order for any foreign national in Canada na ma-change yung kanilang temporary resident permit status or tourist visa, na ma-change yung kanilang work permit extension kasi kung minsan you get the work permit, mayroong deadline. So, mayroong expiration. So, you still need the LMIA. Now, nawalan ka ng status, you can apply for 90 days, then at the end, that 90 days, hindi ka na pwedeng mag-restore. So, again, importante talaga ang LMIA. Sometimes, may mga employer that they don't actually give you that LMIA. Yun ang sinasabi ko, alisan nyo sila. Hindi pwedeng nandun lang kayo. Hindi pwedeng nandun lang kayo just to make money. That's not your goal. That is not what you want inside Canada. You came here in Canada, so better seek that opportunity for you to get that permanent residency. I am talking because I'm professional. I have the right to tell you because I am a direct person or professional in terms of dealing with employers. Kapag ayaw ibigay yung LMIA, there's no sense to waste that time. Kailangan ibigay ng employer ang LMIA. Now, if they don't understand how to process LMIA, which is normal, kasi nga di nga nila kaya yung mag-process ng LMIA, it's not easy, then might as well ask them and compromise with them to get a consultation from me, and I could be able to talk to them, clarify them, and of course involve myself in terms of clarification in terms of application for labor market impact assessment. Okay. Hello, how to contact you personally? Gusto ko sanang magpa-process for my PR. Okay, Chona, you can always email me. You can take a look on my portal. It's norelinologocis@gmail.com. By the way, ilang buwan po lalabas ang LMIA. Right now, I have processed, sabi nila sa website, it's only 4 to 6 weeks. But the problem is 3 to 4 months wala pang result. Yung application namin for LMIA, nakuha na nila yung fees, nakuha na nila yung, naipasok na nila sa queue ng ESDC, wala pa rin. But I always tell to everyone, maintain your status. Always maintain your status, everyone. Huwag niyo pong pababayaan na mawalan kayo ng status kasi as much as you can, maintain your status. The problem is that I could be able to say to everyone na apply kayo ng US visa so that you could be able to get out from the country. The problem right now is that uh, tawag dito, ang hirap makakuha ng interview in person. Kasi pag US visa, you have to be interviewed in person. And that takes 2 to 3 years bago ka makakuha ng interview mo dito sa loob ng Canada. However, outside Canada, you can actually get that. Now, if you are working temporarily to any employer, to any kind of job, what you can do, that money that you've been saving, keep it. Kasi kakailanganin mo yan if in case nawalan ka ng trabaho, at least may pambubuhay ka sa sarili mo dito sa loob ng Canada. Always remember that money is a king situation. That money is king. Money is your ace. Money is whatever it helps you to give you the opportunity to get back whatever choices that you can have inside Canada. Importante po yun. Napaka-importante. So, wag niyo muna isipin kung ano yung mga material things ninyo. I remember when I just came here in Canada, just to share everyone my background. When I came here in Canada, I don't wanna buy a pair of shoes na Nike. And that was my dream shoes when I was little because I grew up poor. But you know what? It took me 2 years bago ako bumili ng sapatos na yan. And I realized after that I never regret a thing na hindi ko ako bumili ng Nike shoes because why? I was able to use the hard-earned money that I save up for my family to be able to come here. So, isn't it beautiful? Yes, I didn't get the chance to buy that Nike shoes when I came here in Canada for almost 2 years, but I was able to bring all my family inside Canada using those hard-earned money that I save up. Now, I can buy as much as I want na Nike shoes dun sa I believe hindi po ako binabayaran ng endorsement ng Nike, but again, it is an inspiration to everyone to tell everyone that money is an opportunity for you to have a lot of choices for your life to be better, for your life to make it better, I should say. So, okay, as early as ilang months po pwedeng mag-apply ng work permit extension LMIA base. Well, again, once you get your LMIA, definitely you have to apply as soon as possible. May PR pathway po ba sa Alberta ang seasonal construction job? Wala po. There's nothing. Seasonal doesn't have a PR pathway. Madam, 6 months na po in-apply yung LMI employer. Until now, wala pa din. Okay, hot and spicy. Ang tanong, mayroon na ba siyang LMI number? Yun ang question. Kinuha na ba yung fees? Kasi make sure na nandun, na sa queue. Kasi it takes time talaga. Even myself, it takes me 3, 4 months, 5 months, wala pang result ang LMIA ng mga housekeeper. Ang tagal talaga ngayon. But at least kung alam mo naman na nakapasok yung application for LMIA, then you are at peace. Hindi naman kasalanan ng employer or hindi rin kasalanan ng consultant kagaya ko na wala pa yung LMIA, but at least we know that it is in the queue, which I understand and I believe ang dami-dami pong nag-apply ng LMIA right now because ang dami pong pinapasok na tourist visa sa Canada during the last year na winave nila yung mga super duper hirap na documents for you to be able to come inside Canada as a tourist visa. Hello po ma'am, fresh graduate po ako, wala pang experience, pwede po ba akong mag-student visa sa Canada? Yes, you can, but I asked visa. Hello po ma'am, fresh graduate po ako, wala pang experience, pwede po ba akong mag-student visa sa Canada? Yes, you can, but I asked for international student visa. Okay, pag hot and spicy, pag na-apply nung February, maybe you ask them yung LMIA number kung mayroon. Baka mamaya bumalik yung application, walang nakuhang notification, or get into their LMIA online application. Tingnan nila kung anong setup now. Walang way of following it up eh. Kasi once in the queue, hinihintay mo pa yung officer na i-take yan ng specific officer for them to assess. But once they started assessing, ano naman siya, mabilis na siya. So, be patient, but at least if you are tourist visa, maintain your status. If you lost your status or work permit, nawalan ka ng status, still apply ka ng tourist visa for you to maintain your status. Okay, ano pa ba? Okay, so I'm going to read some questions dito. Hello po ma'am, pwede po bang magpa-consult? I'm here sa Canada. Yes, you can always get a consultation from me, norlinoligocis@gmail.com. Mag-answer lang ako dito para nang sa ganon, who knows, baka kailangan niya ng aking non-sugar-coated advice. Hello po, okay po bang mag-apply for 1-year tourist extension if reason is wedding sa May? You can try. Sometimes they give 9, like I think 9 to 10% na nabibigyan ng 1 year even if you don't ask. Pero ang usual na binibigay 90% is 6 months lang. That's your ability for to stay here in Canada for an extension. That's why I always tell everyone before the 6 months time, maintain your status. But at the end of the day, everyone, if you come here as a tourist, uulitin ko, hindi habang buhay na nag-i-extend kayo. Find your own way or your way of getting that sponsorship from a private employer kasi sila lang ang makakasave sa'yo sa status mo being a tourist visa to work permit. Yun lang talaga. Wala nang iba. Not unless you get married. That's why I always say to everyone. But it is a long shot. Di mo alam kung sino yung pakakasalan mo. Of course, it is not as easy as buying a pair of shoe. Kasi nga, hindi mo alam kung tama yung taong pakakasalan mo or hindi. Okay. Hi ma'am, okay lang po bang mag-apply as employer kahit na PR holder pa lang po? Yes, of course, you can apply as an employer kahit na PR holder ka lang. Make sure na may notice of assessment ka because that's the number one default requirement in order for you to get an LMIA application approved. Importante yon. If you don't have a notice of assessment, then you better not apply kasi hindi kayo ma-approvean. Pero kailangan yon, and kahit ko konti lang ang laman, you can always show your bank account kung magkano ang laman doon to actually come up with the income requirement. Okay, psychology graduate po ako. Pwede po ba akong mag-take ng EC sa kanan ng walang teaching experience? Yes, you can. You can apply. I know somebody I applied. Pumunta siya dito nang nag-work na PSW as a student. The problem is the experience and course sa Pilipinas was an architecture or designing. So nakuha naman niya, and then nag-apply ng LMIA, then right now naka-apply siya ng work permit. But again, anybody who comes here as an international student, always make sure na you continue your studies, and while looking for opportunity to get an LMIA, you have to go for that situation. Okay. Alright, can I apply to hire housekeeper sa Pilipinas? Yes, you can. LMIA pa rin. You can apply for that situation. Okay. Alright, can I apply to hire housekeeper sa Pilipinas? Yes, you can. LMIA pa rin. You can apply for PR. You being a PR, nandito ka lang sa loob ng Canada, hindi yan mawawala kahit mag-expire yung PR card mo. That PR card is for you to use to travel. Ngayon, makakabalik ka lang kung mayroon kayong PR card. That's the way it is. Ilang months po yung timeline ng LMIA pag nagka-apply na si employer? Well, again, I said 4 to 5 months right now ang LMIA. Pag tourist visa ka, always maintain your status. But hindi forever that you keep on extending your status. Hindi po forever yan. I'm really hoping that everyone ka always maintain your status, but hindi forever that you keep on extending your status. Hindi po forever yan. I'm really hoping that everyone in a private setting, not in a company, not in as an ECA or educational child educator, something like that. Hindi po yon PR pathway. The only way you can do is to apply for OINP, express entry, which is pahirapan because you need to have a high examination result for your English exam. Kailangan bachelor degree ka na naka-base dito sa Canada. That's why they put World Education Services or IQAS. Yun yung mga nag-assess based on Canadian Canadian standard. Okay, ma'am, kapag po nag-apply ng tourist tapos inabot ng February 2025, valid po ba kaya yon na makapag-work, makapaghanap ng employer? Well, honestly, that's a good question. February 2025 is approaching. Ano na ngayon? August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 7 months na lang. Hindi ko alam kung i-change, pero once that happens, what happen is that ang LMIA nyo, it will gonna be you as a tourist visa. Kailangan nyo umuwi sa Pilipinas para dun kayo i-sponsor ng employer nyo. Yun ang importante eh. You are here in Canada, look for somebody who can sponsor you para nang sa ganon, if you want to stay here in Canada permanently, there's no other way but to get an LMIA. So, seek somebody na pwedeng mag-offer sa'yo ng LMIA. Kapag ayaw i-offer ang LMIA, iwan nyo sila kasi eto yung opportunity nyo eh. Nandito kayo sa loob ng Canada, find an employer na mag-offer ng LMIA, compromise. Kasi nga, but I'm not saying na wag kayong pumatol sa mga agency na nagtitinda ng LMIA, $10,000, $20,000 just to get that LMIA. Wag naman ganon. Okay? So, again, I'm here, I'm licensed, and I'm here to guide you and clarify the things. So, always follow me, share my account, my information, kasi nakakatulong po tayo. Ang dami dyan. I am not here to actually ask somebody to hire me. I'm here to clarify things para sa inyo as foreign nationals, especially Filipinos. So, I think I'm going now. I have to go for a lunch date with my family, everyone. It's Friday. I have to go kasi nga again, I'm really glad that I could be able to clarify everyone. However, share this information also, share my profile sa TikTok, Facebook, at saka YouTube. Subscribe, that's very important para nang sa ganon is lumaki yung ating voice sa mga kapilipinohan natin especially, and not only Filipinos are actually subscribing on me. May mga hindi Filipino din. Pero of course, priority ko ang mga kababayan natin. Second thing is that salamat po sa pag-join right now. If you need to have more clarification, please email me. Nasa profile ko yung email address ko. Email me kasi ako yung nagbabasa nun. NorilynOligo cis@gmail.com. So, my first name, my family name, Oligo, cis at gmail.com. God bless everyone and take care. Have a great day. Be careful out there not to be victimized by agencies. God bless.